Have you noticed he smiles at the waitress more than he does at you?
Or her phone miraculously always buzzes from her childhood friend.
That's not flirting. That's a little gym session for his ego.
And if it seems like just a game, it's worth pausing and taking a closer look.
Today we're talking about the flirtatious type. Someone who can make your heart feel light, yet empty at the same time.
This is the type who can charm an entire room with one glance, yet you're left feeling he belongs to everyone but you.
Why is it important to recognize him? Because flirting can be a fun game, but sometimes that game blurs boundaries and destroys trust.
And let's admit it, who hasn't caught themselves thinking, maybe I'm a little like that too?
Surprise! You might have some flirtatious type traits too.
That's why we'll talk not just about your partner, but also about what to do if this type is you.
Awareness is what strengthens relationships.
And it helps avoid the moment when your love turns into an open audition.
So, stay with us and let's figure this out together. Psychological profile. Chameleon. The flirtatious type lives from one glance to the next.
They collect attention as if it were points on a loyalty card.
They love when people respond to their words and behavior.
But it shows most vividly in close relationships where emotions matter.
They can say, "I'm just friends," and you know it's far from just friendship.
Internally, the flirtatious type often feels insecure.
They need external validation to feel cool and desirable.
Sometimes it comes off as innocent jokes or compliments to everyone around.
In reality, it's a way to convince themselves, "I matter."
They radiate charm and ease, but behind it lies a need for constant attention.
They love being noticed at cafes, parties, and on social media.
Their just smiling at everyone can quickly become a full performance.
They might stage little jealousy scenes to feel in control.
Often, they genuinely don't realize it affects you.
Their humor is always on the edge, part compliment, part provocation.
And you end up as the patience tester.
In everyday life, they can seem caring and sweet, but it doesn't guarantee attention only for you.
Their social skills are always geared toward gathering positive feedback.
It's important to remember, they're not necessarily mean or cold, just attention dependent.
Sometimes they don't even understand why you get jealous.
The flirtatious type can make your day brighter, but trust is often at risk.
Recognizing this type is key to your comfort and stability in relationships.
Signals to watch for. First signal, excessive compliments to everyone.
If he praises the waitress more than your new dress, ding ding.
Second signal, constant friendly jokes.
I was just joking, she's hot as coffee.
You feel a subtext in these jokes.
Because humor is their cover for attention.
Third signal, unusual social media activity.
Likes and hearts on other people's photos fly faster than messages to you.
And the excuses are always the same. It means nothing.
But if that nothing happens constantly, it already means something.
Fourth signal, his eyes.
You speak, but he's already conversing with someone else through his gaze.
It makes you feel absent.
Attention is the currency of closeness, and it's spent elsewhere.
Fifth signal, stories about friends of the opposite sex.
And in every story, they sound better than you.
Friends aren't the problem.
But if you're compared or devalued, that's a red flag.
Sixth signal, I never promised anything.
This is how the flirtatious type washes their hands of responsibility.
Seventh signal, need for jealousy scenes.
Because they crave adrenaline, and your nerves are their favorite energy source.
And the eighth signal, lack of boundaries.
They may touch others as if it's nothing, while you seem overly sensitive.
Each signal can be explained on its own.
But when they form a pattern, you see the full portrait of the flirtatious type.
Episodes that speak for themselves. Imagine you both arrive at a cafe.
And within a minute, the barista knows his name and favorite drink.
And you wonder, how is this possible?
He says, just a good memory.
Actually, It's the flirtatious type's signature style, being everyone's friend everywhere.
But to you, it feels like his heart is always unlocked for anyone.
Another scene. A party with friends. You stand nearby and he's already telling a joke to the neighbor.
And laughing as if she won the grand prize.
And you're left thinking, am I the extra here or what?
In everyday life, the flirtatious type doesn't disappear either.
Even in the supermarket, he might compliment the fruit seller.
And it's not malicious, it's natural behavior.
It makes you feel a lack of attention.
Sometimes he even forgets a friend's birthday, but remembers who liked her photo.
Priorities are clear. Or evening chats.
He texts everyone, and to you, just a few words with a smiley for show.
And you feel the dissonance between words and actions.
Because the flirtatious type always balances attention between himself and the audience.
Sometimes he genuinely forgets your words, but it's important to understand. It's not malice, it's a mechanism of his inner need. When you see these situations, it's easy to realize there are more signals than just coincidences.
And you start noticing small details, compliments, jokes, glances.
This helps decide whether to invest energy in a relationship where you're always second place.
And if you feel like change is needed, start with yourself, your boundaries and expectations.
Or learn to enjoy the show if you're ready to be the audience.
In all these scenes, remember, you also influence the situation.
Your attentiveness and observation are your best tools.
If the flirtatious type is your partner,
First, take off the rose-colored glasses.
because while you're wearing them, he can easily rehearse, even in a cafe.
Try to notice his attention is a resource, not a coincidence.
If he spreads it around, you only get the crumbs.
Second tip, openly express what hurts you.
Not like, you looked at her again, but calmly. It's important to feel your selectivity.
Third, set personal boundaries.
Explain what's okay for you and what has already turned into a ruleless game.
Fourth, observe his reaction.
If he laughs and says, "Just kidding," your feelings aren't his priority.
Fifth, choose whether you're willing to tolerate this type of behavior.
Because changing a flirtatious type is like teaching a cat not to explore new boxes.
If you're the flirtatious type.
First step is honestly look in the mirror.
If you enjoy playing little scenes with everyone, admit it.
Second, ask yourself, why does this attention matter to me?
Often it's not about others, but about your own insecurity. Third, practice selectivity in words.
Instead of, "Your eyes are like the ocean," to the barista, just say, "Thanks for the coffee."
Fourth, learn to give your partner more security than intrigue.
Because closeness is built not on a show, but on the feeling, "I am truly seen."
Being with a flirtatious type is not easy, but recognizing and naming it is already half the solution.
And if this type is in you, remember, true charisma shows not in the number of glances, but in the depth of one.
Now you know how to recognize a flirtatious type and their signals.
Knowing types helps maintain healthy relationships.
And if you've already started changing yourself, you're a step ahead of most.
That means your choices become conscious.
Don't be afraid to set boundaries and talk about your feelings, because your happiness is your responsibility.
Remember, love is not a fight for attention, but support and trust.
So share your observations and experiences in the comments.
Share this video with those who value honesty in relationships.
And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the next psychological analysis.